Being on reality TV has become a career path. Bliss is definitely settling, and she was cheated out of a holiday. Kwame doesn't want to be there. Make it nobody going to marry anybody here. Jackie. It's the Jackie show. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Temi. I usually make content about productivity, self-help, self-care, lifestyle videos. I make vlogs as well. My vlogs are out on Sundays, so you should check those out. And I hope you like it and decide to stay by hitting the subscribe button. If this is not your first time, welcome back. So if this is not your first time, then you would know that what I'm watching is a series I've started where I share with you all the things that I'm watching currently. The only thing I'm watching right now is Love is Blind. So I did a video last week about the first 5 episodes of season 4, and I must say that this season is very unique. Love is Blind is a dating show on Netflix, and it is released in 3 parts. So the first 5 episodes I've done a review on. You should check that out. I'm going to link it up here. And today I'm going to be talking about the next 3. So in the first review I did, I had said that I thought the casting was a bit off. In fact, I thought it was really bad. But the more I watch it, the more I feel like it was intentional. I feel like they chose these people for a reason because the dynamics are really, really unique and very different. I didn't expect it. This is the first season where we've had people actually break up an engagement before they actually get to the aisle. Like, they just couldn't stand each other that much. This is the first time I think I've seen someone actually bring someone that had left the show back because, you know, he made a mistake or whatever. I'm going to go into that. And there's just something about the dynamics and the different personalities that's quite unique. So there are 5 couples now. I'm going to take it a couple at a time, and I'm going to talk about my opinions about the second phase of this experiment. So in the first phase, they're in the pods, they get engaged at the end, they go to Mexico. Where did they go on vacation? They're in the honeymoon phase, they're getting to know each other. So it's all fireworks and excitement. So the second phase is where they move into an apartment together, they get to meet each other's family and friends, and things get a bit more real. So I'm going to start with Chelsea and Kwame. First of all, Chelsea is not as caring as we thought or as caring as he thought. So in the pods, he was going on and on about how, you know, he was going on to Micah about, oh, I just need you to tell me how much you care about me because the other girl does. So Chelsea was, you know, expressing her feelings a bit more than Micah was, and that's what I think attracted him to her. And honestly, I think that was just a lot of sexual tension because they're out now, and she's not as affectionate towards him. She's not as considerate of his feelings. He expressed that it would be hard for him to move from wherever he lives to where she lives because he works remotely. You know, it's more convenient, it makes more sense. But she didn't actually show any concern of, oh, okay, you know, I know how you're feeling, but, you know, she was just like, yeah, that's marriage, deal with it. Like, she said that quite a lot, like, yeah, welcome to marriage, as if she's been married before. Welcome to marriage. That's her response to everything, as if suck it up, I don't even want to hear what you're talking about, whatever. So yeah, I think that was a bit dismissive, even though, to be honest, like, the person she's being dismissive to, I don't really care because he's not in it for the right reasons as far as I'm concerned. So also, she was really dramatic about her dad coming to visit. He came and then there was nothing. She was just making a lot of noise and, you know, be shaking all over the place, being dramatic about, oh, you know, he will judge us, you know, and he's like, no, but I'm the one that's going to be judged. Yeah, I think she's the one that's low-key hard on him and not really accepting of him. And then she's projecting that on her dad, saying, oh, he would, you know, he's not going to be easy, it's not going to be easy to convince him kind of vibe. And he came and everything went well, and I was like, so what was all the drama about? Anyway, on to Kwame himself. Kwame doesn't want to be there. He's trying to find any way to escape, really. At this point, I'm going to point out that I think that being on reality TV has become a career path. This occurred to me when I watched Perfect Match and I saw Baptiste and all the people from all the other shows coming onto this new show. It's a career path. So if you know, depending on how people like you or how well you do on one show, you might be cast for another show, and on and on and on. And I definitely think that this is Kwame's direction. I feel like he doesn't want to look bad. He's trying to stay on the show because, to be honest, like Irina and Zack, he should have called it quits with Chelsea because he doesn't like her enough. But I guess he likes her enough to still, like, stay on the show. But honestly, these two are not going to make it. Nobody's going to marry anybody here. But maybe they will. Who knows? They might surprise us. But honestly, Kwame is looking for a way out. So much so that he had a fake call with his mom. When I watched this thing, I was like, what is going on here? Like, he even put her on speaker and we couldn't hear anything. So first of all, Chelsea is there like, do you want me to stay? Do you want me to talk to her? And I'm like, you've never met this woman and you want to talk to her on the phone? So he was like, no, I don't think the phone is the best time. Duh, like, what are you talking to his mom for right now? And so he's like, no, I think this is something I should do by myself. So he made the phone call and he's on speaker with her. He's holding the phone and I think there was a dial tone, I can't remember, but he starts talking to her and there's no answer back. I'm like, but it's on speaker, right? It's not like it's on his ear. So at first I was like, is it a voice note? Like I asked, like, is he leaving her a voice note? And he's like, oh, you don't agree, or you're mad? I'm like, but we can't hear her saying anything. What are you talking about? I feel like that was just a fake call. And then he comes back to tell Chelsea, oh, my mom is not, you know, she doesn't agree with it. At the end of the call, there was like a dial tone, like a do, you know, when you hang up the phone. But we didn't hear her voice once, and she was supposedly on speaker. That was the fakest phone call ever. Like, what? At least to make it more believable, he should have put it on his ear, so you can say, you know, maybe you guys didn't hear because it was on my ear, but you literally had it on speaker and we couldn't hear anything. So anyway, he's just trying to find a way out, and yeah, he's just trying to put in some blocks so that eventually when he says no, it would be that, oh, my family doesn't approve and blah blah blah, you know, there's just too much against us or whatever. Anyway, on to the next couple, Micah and Paul. Micah, I'm still not sure about her. I feel like she's somebody that can probably settle for Paul. They seem to get along on a base level. She met his mom and she's very much like his mom, and I think that that's what Paul is attracted to as well, the fact that she's very much like his mom. She has really horrible friends, but I'm not surprised because she's not a great person, so they're very rude to Paul. Paul also seems like the kind of person that can settle for her. He just seems like, you know, he's very much into his work, and you know, she's excited. She seems exciting to him. She's a lot like his mom, so it's like, okay, yeah, this will do kind of thing. And I think they might actually get married. I feel like they can both settle for each other, so let's see how that goes. Next up, we have Zack and Bliss. This guy is a creep. My gosh. First of all, this guy, his mannerisms, there's something about him that's just so calculated and, you know, rehearsed. Like, he has these, you know, the way he poses and looks at you, it's just, he's just weird. He's a weird character. And he's not apologetic. So he's talking to Bliss about, so the first time that they meet up after, you know, he ends things with Irina, he goes back to her and he's like, oh, I made a mistake, I know it, you know it. He wasn't apologetic enough. It wasn't about her at all. It was just like, oh yeah, I know I made a mistake, we both know I made a mistake. And like, all their conversations are very much centered around him, and yeah, he just wasn't, I don't know. Bliss, I feel like Bliss is settling for him. I feel like she can do better, even though they seem to have chemistry, and I feel like she maybe likes him, but I feel like she can do better. I feel like he's not giving her what she deserves. They definitely have a lot of awkward moments. Yeah, so Bliss is definitely settling, and she was cheated out of a holiday. Like, she was meant to go to Mexico. Like, I feel like that wasn't fair. And yeah, that wasn't nice. The fact that Irina enjoyed the, you know, getaway holiday, and then now she's being brought onto the show, she didn't get the holiday, and then she gets this creepy guy and she has to settle for this creepy guy. So I don't know, these two, I really hope that she says no to him. I'm not interested in this relationship working out. On to Brett and Tiffany. These ones, they still seem like the strongest couple. Let's see. Brett is a bit too agreeable. There's something about him that is very, like, I can't tell what he's thinking, I can't tell what he's really, you know, he's very like, oh yes, I love her, blah blah blah, but I don't know what he doesn't like about her. I don't know, like, everything just seems so, he just seems to think everything is so perfect. That is very unsettling for me, because I'm like, nobody likes everything about everybody. Like, surely there are things that are off about this thing, and the fact that he's not expressing anything means that at the end he might just decide not to go through with the whole thing, because I don't know why. I don't really know who he is, to be honest. Even though he seems perfect, everything seems perfect, yeah, but I don't know. Tiffany and Brett had this awkward conversation about money, which, first of all, she started by asking him what's the most expensive thing he has, or, oh, I noticed all the designer things you have, I noticed how much are your most expensive shoes. I think she said something about him being bougie, which is cool, like, if they were just like bantering, but it seemed like a very awkward conversation. He seemed a bit, you know, uncomfortable, and she was just awkward about the way she was talking about it. I don't know, there was just something off about it. And I think she was trying to say, because she actually said something about, oh, he would pay the bills, and then he now went into this conversation about them splitting bills. It was just awkward. Like, I feel like maybe he makes a lot more money than she does, and she was trying to, you know, she was saying something about saving, or I don't know. It was just a very awkward conversation. I can't really remember the details right now, but I know it was awkward, and I feel like they could have had that conversation in a better way. It's 100% important to talk about money before you go into a marriage, but that wasn't the way. There was just something weird about that whole thing. Jackie and Marshall. Jackie. She's, I don't know. I would say first that she's not very considerate of his feelings. It's the Jackie show. She's, you know, all about how she's feeling, and when she's in her feelings, Marshall has to, you know, do cartwheels trying to please her. And I don't know. I feel like Marshall really loves her, and I really feel bad for him because his emotions are like, he wears his heart on his sleeve. And yeah, I just hope that he doesn't get hurt. At some point he called her a project, and obviously she was offended by that, but I knew what he meant. I just wish he didn't say it the way he did, because yeah, she found it offensive. I feel like he has a lot of room in his heart, and he like genuinely wants to help people. I don't know if he likes to take on people as projects, like in relationships where he finds someone and he wants people that are helpless, or people that he feels like he can fix or build up. I feel like that might be the situation here. But yeah, I hope he doesn't get hurt. I hope that he ends up saying no to her at the altar, like, I love you, but I feel like we should continue to date, but I don't think we should get married today. I feel like they really need to take a bit of time before they jump into that. And then there was also the Josh thing. Josh. Like, first of all, this guy is a clown. I feel like the producers did a good job of not revealing his entire character in the pods, because they never showed him. They didn't show enough of him, so we didn't even have any idea what he was like. I don't even know what Jackie sees in him. He goes up to Marshall, and they have this very awkward conversation about him saying, don't worry, you can have the girl, kind of thing, my bro. I think he was also drunk. And then after the conversation, Marshall was like, oh my gosh, what was that? I thought that was so funny, because I was thinking the same thing. Everybody's thinking like, what is going on? And then Marshall has this look on his face like, what was that? So that was awkward. And then he goes and talks to Jackie. And then there's still this thing. I don't know why Jackie is entertaining Josh, but obviously that is more like the kind of guy that she's used to dating. Obviously not the best for her, but let's see if she actually sees what's best for her. Marshall might not be what's best for her. Like, Marshall is a great guy, but he might not be for Jackie. She definitely deserves better than Josh, but I'm not saying that she needs to be with, if there's no chemistry between her and Josh for whatever reason, that's fine. But yeah, definitely she should not go with Josh. That's just ridiculous. So that's it. That's everybody. Let me do my predictions very quickly. So Chelsea and Kwame, I don't think that they would make it. I feel like Kwame is going to be the one saying no. I feel like this is definitely going to be like SK and Raven, where Kwame says no, but nobody's shocked. Micah and Paul, I've said that I think that Micah and Paul might actually go through with it. I think it's going to be a surprising thing where we're like, what? You actually, you know. But yeah, and they might be happy together for a very long time, or not, who knows. Zack and Bliss, I pray to God that no. I pray that it does not happen. But I feel like it might, and it would irritate me. It would be like, what's this girl? And I feel like she should say no. I hope that she says no. Even if he says no, I don't care who says no. Just, this thing cannot happen. Brett and Tiffany, I think that they would... This is the one that I'm not sure about. I'm actually sure about everybody else. Well, in my predictions, I'm guessing, but these two, I'm not sure. I actually had thought, when I watched the first 5, I thought maybe, yeah, for sure they would, but now I'm not sure. I feel like the producers are doing that thing again where they cut out certain things that, you know, make us know what might happen. So I feel like there's some things that Brett might have done, or Tiffany herself might have done, that, you know, would explain them not actually making it till the end. But they're not showing us, because obviously that would give up the whole thing, and they are supposed to be like the golden couple that everybody thinks is going to work. So how are they going to have the shock value at the end if they give us any clues as to what might be happening? So I don't know about this one, to be honest. And then Jackie and Marshall, I truly hope that Marshall says no. I've said that already. I feel like Marshall should say no. I like you, I really even love you, but I want us to date for a little while longer. I don't think we're ready for marriage. So I'm hoping that this is what happens. let's see what actually happens. I'm excited about the final episodes. I think they're out on the 7th. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you are watching this show, let me know in the comments, please. Who are your favorites? What did you guys think of the last few episodes? I would love to know. Please share your opinions about what I've said, or if you have different opinions from what I've said, let me know. I would really like to hear them. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and yeah, check out my first video on this. I'll catch you next week with a review on the final episodes of Love is Blind season 4. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.